Today we're going to look at about an hour and a half of work in about 5 minutes. So I spent about half an hour mixing these colors and I was going full speed. So we've decided that we're going to have a black, we're going to have a warm shadow, we're going to have a cool background, and we're going to have warm light. Okay, and we want kind of a rhythm of our black and then an orange or red and then a cool green or blue back to our orange red, and then our white we're going to influence with our background color so that we've got these rhythms happening. But what I wanted to show you is, notice I'm going to be going back into these. So this is what I showed you guys yesterday. And the other part of that is the consistency of the paint matters. Now we want to be careful about the measure between each one. How red is that? How dark is that? How far is that from our black? And the same with the background. What is the distance from that background to our shadow, to our light? And to get those a little bit closer, I just put a little bit of the background and a little bit of the light in there. Again, I didn't change the overall color. And now we're going to talk about the zones of the face a little bit. Down by the chin will be a little grayer. Across the nose and cheeks will be a little redder, a little oranger, and a little more blanched out at the top. And again, this is exaggerated, but notice how I combine those, and again I'm adding to the background. So the black line represents everything below the black line has absolutely no white in it, and everything above the black line has white in it. So we don't want to put anything above the white, above the line, into those bottom two. So what I'm going to demonstrate today is this part of the Izzy painting. So I'm just going to do a small part so that I can take my time more on and show you how I would actually work. So we're going to have a movement from the top left across to the bottom right. I'm going to start with a big brush and thin paint, just feel my way through there. The hairs are dark, right? The eyes are dark. Our shadow for the cups for the eyes, the side of the face, our background, our air. So again, just size and placement there, basically. Size and placement. And then when I feel a little better about the size, I can commit to my darks. We're going to move across diagonally down. That's why the black is up top, and then the black is at the bottom on the other side for the hair. So notice that I don't use nearly all the paint that I've got mixed up, but I'm being careful when I put it down as to the type of edge that it has. So I stained some of that background air, and now as I get this, I'm real careful of how I touch and come off of. So all these in-between adjustments are just going to be these piles coming together in a certain way. Okay, and again, we want to think about topography and think about focus. So that first eye is where we're going to focus, and then the nose, and everything else we're going to let off a little bit. Okay, notice how I'm leaving things on the outside that aren't getting finished. I'm trying to leave those with a soft edge and leave the harder edges for where I want you to look, i.e. the eye and the nose. Okay, so at this point now we got the highlights on there, so that's basically the finish, meaning we've got all the characters on the stage. Now we can go back and tend to edges and soften things up, fix anything we've got to fix. Okay, a close-up So notice it's not flat edge to edge, right? And the pieces are clear and the colors are clear. All right, we'll slow this down, but that's a summary of the overall process.